So as you guys know, it's that time, 7 minutes with 7 signals, where we take a little feature inside 7 signal, unpack it, and show you how it can have really huge value. We've been talking all about the authentication protocol today. And so once, and security, this is awesome stuff. Once you've made those selections, how do you manage it? You manage it by measuring it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Just give me the thumbs up if you can see my screen. All right. So here we go, guys. Remember, a Sapphire Eye is a client, first and foremost. And so we need to get it onto your network, and we're going to get it onto the network by giving it whatever credentials it needs, using certificates, using whatever protocol that you've administered, all of that stuff. Now, here's the fun part. We can now measure all of the steps of getting authenticated in order to see if, in fact, there's bottlenecks. If they are, what part are they getting bottlenecked into? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Check this out. So EAP authentication success rate, just getting authenticated all the time, is one thing, but what about time? How long is it taking? Sapphire Eye is measuring the overall time. So this is what I would hope to see, about a second or less, quite frankly, for total EAP successful authentication time. Every once in a while, kind of dipping above or reaching above 1 second. Okay, but overall looking pretty healthy. Now let's look at the different phases of radius. So the time from association completed to EAP authentication started. So this is like 1/4 of a second or less. That's what I would expect. Same thing here. Okay, how long is it taking for phase 2? How long is it taking for phase 3? And so again, this makes it super easy for identifying, wait a minute, am I getting jammed up in the process somewhere? And if so, which part of that process? In order to then take it to the next step in terms of troubleshooting, maybe doing a packet capture, for example. This is fun. We're also tracking all of the authentication status codes. Okay, so we can actually see how things are authenticating. Code 0, as you can see here, everything's at code 0. What's code 0? All right, well, let's go to our little handy dandy guide here from Cisco. Code 0 for an authentication code is successful, right there. So these resources are online for you. They're totally awesome. I invite you to just Google them and take a look at them. Hey, let's keep going here. Look, we've got radio deauth codes. Everybody likes to look at those. Why are we deauthenticating? Okay, so it looks like down here we got a whole lot of 3s, and it looks like we might have a 4 or a 5 all the way up here. What does that mean? We're tracking it. We need to know what it means. So let's go back to our list here, and let's go all the way down to deauth codes. And here you have it. 3, station is leaving or has left. 4, inactivity. 5, disassociation because it's unable to handle all of the currently associated stations. Again, knowledge is power. When I have this information, I can now take steps accordingly. It's totally cool. So that's what I had for you today, guys. I just wanted to show you how the Sapphire Eye is measuring all of the phases of authentication, EAP authentication, all of the phases of the protocol there, going through radius, in order to help you figure out what's going on. So thank you for joining us today. I just want to remind you, I mean, it's very important that while you and me, we can't see or hear Wi-Fi, 7 Signal can.